Hi everyone, this video was requested numerous times for my drugstore favorites, and if you've been a long time watcher, then this might be a little boring for you because there's not going to be any big surprises. I use these products all the time. They're featured quite heavily in all of my videos, mostly because the great majority of products I use are from the drugstore. Aside from foundation and a couple little things, I like the cheap side of Ulta and Walmart and my grocery store and CVS. So I threw in a couple international brands, but most of these are readily available in the US and internationally, I'm not sure. So if you are an international viewer, I'm going to ask you to do two things. One, any product that I mention, aside from where I say that it's available outside the US, let me know if you can get it. I'm always curious as to the availability of brands outside the United States. And secondly, if you have a drugstore recommendation and you don't live in the United States, put that down there too. I like collecting makeup from other countries. I think it's pretty fun. And I personally think the quality is way better in most cases. So I'm going to break this down into two videos, and today's is all about face products. There's a tie. I don't have the other bottle, but for foundation, there are two, and I will warn you that there are a couple of products per category. It's hard to narrow it down to just one. So if I want a nice dewy finish and a glow, so to speak, I reach for my Neutrogena Healthy Skin liquid makeup. It's an exclusive antioxidant blend, it says. I never noticed that, with SPF 20. I do have the NARS Sheer Glow. And then I bought this, and I stopped reaching for the NARS Sheer Glow. The problem with NARS Sheer Glow is it's beautiful for a couple of hours, and then it's not. And this has the same finish as NARS Sheer Glow, but longevity. So it's just a fabulous product. The other one that I love, but I don't have the bottle with me because I gave it to my sister-in-law when I was in Florida with her. I realized it was my summer color, and it's her winter color. Lucky her. And it's the Maybelline Super Stay foundation, and I'll put the information below. I don't have it with me, but I will say for a drugstore, I love it. It's not a matte finish per se, but it's definitely not glowy, dewy, and it's fabulous. It's an easy makeup, it's an easy foundation to work with, and what I like about it is because of its longevity, I can mix it with other higher end foundations like Sheer Glow that I like the finish, but I don't like the longevity. So it's a great product, and I love it, and I will definitely repurchase a new bottle of it after I use up. I have a lot of foundations laying around, and I'm kind of stuck on one anyway right now. So I'm not buying any more foundations until I use up what I have. I say that's almost a guarantee I'm going to go buy another one, isn't it? Okay, so that's for foundation. Now to the concealer category. We were talking about concealer, and I don't know where I put mine. Where did it go? Ah, here it is. So foundation, you need to understand that and I just kind of finally figured this out. The foundation is not to cover blemishes. It's nice if it does, but that's like pancake makeup. Foundation is, as by definition of the word foundation, the base upon what you build your makeup up. So it's to give your makeup something to sit on, even out skin tone, but not correct imperfections. So for that, you need a concealer, which conceals. Okay, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I literally just had that epiphany yesterday, so wanted to share that with you. So I love, for a drugstore, the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Concealer. I have it in cream, and I love it. I have used it under my eyes, and I use it on any redness, acne scars, blemishes, and I love it. It blends easily. I blend it with I've used it with my finger. I use it with like a fluffy brush kind of thing, and it's very easy to work with. And I don't know about staying 24 hours, but it does stay a very long time. And I use it I have to say, I use it every day. I alternate between this and another concealer, but I would say 9 times out of 10, I reach for this. I have it on right now. For under the eyes, I've talked about this a lot. The first thing I do, and since we're talking about the eye area, I was playing with my makeup this morning, not loving this eye look, but it's on my face and it's gonna stay. I'm not redoing it. So there will not be a tutorial on this. It's just a little too dark, I think a little too cool tone for my face, but whatever. Okay, and it's the Sleek Bad Girl palette, in case you're interested. So the first thing I do under my eyes after I put on my foundation is the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller. It's starting to come apart here, but this is available at Drugstore, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, everywhere. It's everywhere. And I just roll that on under one swipe under each eye and pat, pat, pat. And it's kind of the eye area, but it's still skin. So love this. And some days this is enough. And for those days that it's not, this is every day without fail. I put this on my face. I have to say I've also used this as a highlighter on occasion. Just an idea. On my cheekbones, around my cupid's bow, down my nose. It blends into the skin and it highlights under the eye, so why not try it? I tried it on my skin as well. So it's kind of nice little secondary use for it. Okay, then if I'm having a dark circle kind of day, which lately has been every day, I use the Revlon Age Defying Moisturizing Concealer, which I've talked about in my November favorite, I believe, and it's been a favorite for a long time. It has SPF 25, which is also a nice bonus for under the eyes, and just pat that on over once this is absorbed, pat that on over. One little dot under each eye, pat, pat, pat. You're good to go. As you all know, to set my foundation and all the liquids on my face, this was one of my first video reviews, the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, original formula since 1935. They've redone the packaging so it's plastic, yay. And the color I'm using now is Naturally Neutral. And if you look closely, it's an Art Deco kind of decoration. These are little powder puffs. It's hard to tell. That's what they are. And hard plastic lid, comes with this big poof, which I rarely use. I use the big fluffy brush, and it has the sifter in there. So and I like the smell. Once it's on your face, you really can't smell it, but it's a little messy because it's a loose powder, but I love it. And I can tell you honestly, unless it's extremely hot outside, I powder once in the morning and I don't powder the rest of the day. This stuff works great. For an all-over bronzer, I have two favorites. One is the NYX Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. It's matte, which is very nice, and it's kind of mistake proof, and you can do that with a big brush all over your face. Not great for contouring, it's just not dark enough. And then another drugstore favorite that is available in the UK, I don't know about anywhere else, is the Sleek Makeup Face Contour Kit, which is available. They do international shipping online. It's a $10 flat rate. I've talked about that in a Sleek Makeup haul video. It looks like that, and that's actually lately what I've been using today. I use a big kind of fluffy kabuki brush, dip it in, and then contour with it, and then do it along my hairline here, and just kind of do a wash of color across the bridge of my nose. And I don't think it's too dark for me. Y'all can tell me differently if you think so. It's good to know. Sometimes my own perception is not based on reality. So if you think I'm looking a little too dark, please let me know. And this goes into my drugstore highlighters. Aside from the Garnier Nutritioniste Skin Renew Rollerball, this side of the Sleek Contour Kit is my all-time favorite highlighter. Drugstore, high-end, whatever. It's just a pinkish, champagne-y color. It's not a stark white, and it blends well, and there's no glitter, but it has a nice gleam to it, and I love it. As far as US available without having to do international shipping, my next favorite highlighter is the Hard Candy. It's actually a bronzer. It's their So Big Bronzer 129 Tiki, which I have to say I stopped using now that I have my Sleek kit. But this is my product that I bought I think a year ago, and I haven't hit pan yet, and I was using it every day. And it looks like that. And it's a very similar finish actually to the Sleek kit. So actually it might be identical. So if you can't get your hands on the Sleek kit, this is only available at Walmart. Hard Candy So Big Bronzer Tiki 129. And lastly, and I think people are here, so I'm going to talk quickly, are my blushes. And again, internationally, love, love, have it on today, if I can open it, the Sleek blush in Rose Gold. It is so beautiful on. I don't need to go, that's a really deep swatch, but it has a nice gliss satin finish. It almost has a highlighter built into it. It's very easy to use. I like it with a bigger, fluffier brush swept across my cheekbones to kind of diffuse the color. That's what I did today. If you live in the United States, my two favorite brands, and I call this a drugstore brand because where I live, I get it at the grocery store. I know it is also available at Ulta on the drugstore side, is the NYX blush. My all-time favorite is Angel, but I like so many of them. I think Angel is just, again, it's soft pink. It's idiot-proof. You can't mess it up. You can't put too much on. It blends well. It's great pigmentation. I have so many other favorites. I use some of their blushes for contouring. They're just so easy to work with. The other drugstore brand that I love, love, love is available at Target and again at my grocery store, and it's the e.l.f. blushes that look very much like the NARS blush. Similar packaging. I like this better because you can see what color you're reaching for. And if I had to pick a favorite e.l.f. blush, I would go with this one, which is Mellow Mauve, because it's just more universally flattering. It's just a very neutral, I'm running out of fingers, but it's a very neutral, kind of hard to get blush to show up for some reason, but there it is. You can't really see it, but it's just one of those colors. It's just your cheek color. It just looks natural and it blends well and it wears well, and I think these are $3, so how could you go wrong? Anyway, those are my face products. I will come back and do an eye product. I might blend eye and lip together. And I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said earlier in the video, I really want to hear from you. Tell me your drugstore favorites, particularly if you live outside the United States. I think it's fascinating to hear how people live in an environment that's not like mine. I find it very interesting and educational. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I look forward, like I said, I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.